and I'm the current chair of the ClinGen Steering Committee. So I get to welcome you all to the H3Africa Rare Disease Working Group and ClinGen Resource Workshop, which will be 3 days that we hope are incredibly useful information for you and your work and for caring for your patients. And this is a joint effort from H3Africa, and my colleague Aimé Lumaka will welcome you from that organization and from the Clinical Genome Resource at NIH. So welcome from our large team, including the principal investigators and many of our key staff members. So just very briefly, the ClinGen resource was developed to create authoritative central resource that defines clinical relevance of genes and variants for use in precision medicine and research. And we answered 2 critical questions that you'll hear a lot about, particularly tomorrow, about gene association with disease, and then of course, the association of variant with disease. But today there'll be some more general talks that'll be introduced to you to just talk about other aspects of genomics around the world. We just want to encourage you that ClinGen has always been an international effort. We have many working groups and expert panels representing currently about over 1,500 individuals. Of course, this is in addition to those of us who are funded by the grants, across 36 different countries. And we hope with our work with H3Africa that we'll continue to fill in this map to have many more of you join our activities. So just briefly, on the workshop web page, there's a really nice tab that's called Get Involved. I highly recommend you look at that either during the workshop or afterwards. You can join our mailing list, of course, and follow us on Twitter. But more importantly, we take curators from all over the world to join our expert panels. We provide online training, and we welcome those who are interested. In addition, if you're an expert in a particular disease area, we have many clinical domains and expert panels that we can help match you with. And then finally, I did want to point out that we have an annual meeting called Curating the Clinical Genome, which will be hosted this year by the Wellcome Genome Campus. We do this jointly with Decipher. The website just went live this week in time for this workshop. And the organizers did want me to let you know that there are reduced fees for the registration for those from lower income countries. And of course, it will be virtual this year, so there won't be travel. And then finally, I just want to thank the workshop organizing committee. It was a joint effort of many individuals from H3Africa and ClinGen. Danielle's name is at the end, but a special shout out to her for doing much of the organization to get us all here today. And with that, I will turn it over to my colleague, Aimé Lumaka, who will welcome you from H3Africa.
Thank you, Sharon. Hello, everyone. I am Aimé Lumaka, and I'm currently the chair of the H3Africa Rare Disease Working Group. I'm joining my voice to Sharon to welcome you to this workshop that is jointly organized by the H3Africa Rare Disease Working Group and the ClinGen. We have benefited from the strong assistance from the H3Africa Coordinating and Training Centers. Kudos to Rolanda and the team. Briefly, the H3Africa was born from a partnership between the African Society of Human Genetics, the Wellcome Trust Foundation, and the NIH, with the idea of developing a sustainable collaborative African genomic research, which is intended to generate improvements in health. Currently, H3Africa is a group of more than 50 different projects across the African continent. And from the beginning, the construct of the H3Africa was intended to bring together different types of expertise that exists on the continent across all the area of interest for health and research in Africa. So the type of initiatives are research projects, collaborative research centers, biorepository, ethical, legal, and social implication research project, as well as collaborative centers, bioinformatic networks, and bioinformatic training programs. And all those initiatives are rotating around the coordinating and training centers. H3Africa works through multiple working groups. Those are a group of expertise where people with different backgrounds come together to work to advance a particular theme. And the rare disease working group is one of those themes that the H3Africa is working on. And the aim of this working group, the design is intended to be a type of cafe, a place where people from different projects, but with interest on rare diseases, come together to share knowledge, experience, and what they have learned during the implementation of their project. The phrasing is that we would like to facilitate inter-project discussions around rare diseases, to share experiences, lessons, as well as documentations. We would like to facilitate the use of resources across projects, which is very important for Africa. We are also working to initiate policies around rare diseases. And most importantly, we are very involved in lobbying with the idea of inserting rare disease perspective in any policy that is designed or is being implemented. So to do that, the Rare Disease Working Group doesn't work alone. We have collaborations with the other working groups, such as the Genome Analysis Working Group, with the Phenotype Harmonization Working Group, with the Ethic and Community Engagement Working Group, and of course with the coordinating centers and training, which is helping to organize this session together with the ClinGen team. So I wish you a joyful workshop, and I'm looking already to seeing you on the other side of the workshop. You are welcome to join the H3Africa Rare Disease Working Group, as well as the other working group that ClinGen is going to present in much more details the third day of this workshop. So don't miss any day, and in particular, don't miss the third day if you would like to be part of us. All of this is supported by the funders and the supporting agencies, the NIH, Wellcome Trust, and the African Academy of Science. Thank you very much. Enjoy the workshop.